What is up, everybody? I'm Jared, and I'll be going over my core 4 of MLB picks for PrizePicks today. If you're new here, make sure to hit like and subscribe. That way we know that you're following along with the picks. Also helps you to get notified when new shows are posted. We do them every single day. And if you're not currently playing on PrizePicks and you want to give that site a try, if you sign up there using promo code WINDAILY, that'll get you 100% deposit match up to $100. We'll also go ahead and throw in a free 60-day trial period of Win Daily Gold. Get you access to all of our daily articles, get you access to our Discord. So go ahead and sign up there today using promo code WINDAILY. So if we do a recap of yesterday, mixed results, we went 2-2 with our core 4. Javier Baez hitting in his first at bat. And we also hit on the Cardinals-Braves game, no runs first inning. The ones that we missed were Brandon Drury. He just missed it. Drew Smiley pitched a great game. He just didn't strike out enough hitters for us yesterday. We'll look to improve upon 2-2 yesterday and hopefully go 4-0 on this Sunday fun day. So let's go ahead and jump in. It is Sunday. It means every single team is playing. I was able to find some that I really, really like today. So let's take a look. The first one that we're going to go with today is going to be Kyle Schwarber of the Philadelphia Phillies and his 1.5 total bases. Let's go ahead and pull that one up right there. So Schwarber and the Phillies got a really nice matchup against Roansy Contreras today. Over the last month, Contreras has pitched to an xFIP over 5.5. So he's definitely been giving up a lot of contact, giving up a lot of hard contact, and also giving up some fly balls. What I'm really zoned in right now with him is giving up a fly ball rate of 46%. It's going to be hot in Philly today. It's going to be a lot of runs. And when the ball gets in the air in Philly, when it's hot, it flies. Lots of home runs can be hit. So I do think that that Schwarber can take him deep today. Schwarber is finally starting to get out of his little funk that he had. He's got hits in 4 straight games. He also has multiple bases in 2 of those 4 games. So this is a great spot for him to continue to roll. I do think that he takes Contreras deep today. Wouldn't be surprised to see him hit a leadoff home run in the bottom of the first inning today. Love the Phillies today in DFS if you're playing them. Also love them on PrizePicks. And Schwarber is one of my favorite bats in that Phillies lineup today. I was off him for a while because all he was doing was striking out. But now that he's hitting the ball again, we can go ahead and start using him again. So we're going to go with the over on his 1.5 total bases today. The next one that we're going to go with is going to be Jonathan India and his 6.5 hitter fantasy score. The Reds get an absolute glorious matchup today. They'll be facing off against one of my favorite targets in Patrick Corbin. Anytime Corbin's on the hill, you typically use bats against him regardless of the lineup. And this Reds lineup is a pretty sneaky lineup. They have some good bats in there. But again, Patrick Corbin is just an absolute gas can. Only reason he's pitching right now is because the Nationals owe him a ton of money over the next couple seasons. His last outing broke a streak of 8 consecutive games where he gave up at least 4 earned runs. He'll start a new streak today against the Reds, and I hope to use some bats against him. One of my main bats that I'm going to be using is going to be Jonathan India. When you attack Corbin, you want to attack him with righties. They have a 541 slugging percentage versus him, and they also have a 399 WOBA. Look at what India is doing. He's coming into this game pretty hot. He's got a 10-game hitting streak. Last night he had a double and an RBI, so he would have cleared the 6.5 hitter fantasy score that we're looking for him today. Over the last month, he's been pretty good against lefties. He's got a WOBA over 320, and he's shown some pop versus them too. Our model has him at 9 today, so we're going to go with the over on the 6.5 hitter fantasy score for Jonathan India. The next one that we're going to go with is going to be Bobby Witt Jr. and his 1.5 total bases. Love this spot for the Royals today. It's a sneaky spot. Sean Manaea has not been great. He's been giving up a lot of hard contact. He's been giving up some homers. His xFIP is about 2 runs, or his ERA is about 2 runs higher than his xFIP. So sometimes that leads you to think there may be some unluck, but a lot of this, again, has been his undoing. Over his last 26 innings of work, he's given up 6 homers. He's also given up 12 barrels. So he's just given up a ton of hard contact. With him, you also want to attack him with righties. Righties have a 473 slugging percentage versus him and a 342 WOBA. With Witt, he's also coming into this game hitting the ball really well. He's got hits in 10 of his last 11 games. He's also been extremely solid against lefties over the last month. He has a 350 ISO versus them and a 442 WOBA. If it wasn't for Julio Rodriguez, he'd probably be a lock for the Rookie of the Year. but it'll probably go to Rodriguez. Witt's been great this year. He'll be great today against Sean Manaea. Love the over here for the 1.5 total bases for Bobby Witt. The last one that we're going to go with our core for today is going to be Juan Soto and his 8-hitter fantasy score. Soto really hasn't had a breakout game yet with the Padres. I think it comes today against Jonathan Heasley. Heasley is the definition of a gas can. He's been awful. He's also been extremely awful against lefties. He's allowing a .568 slugging percentage versus them this year, and also a .404 WOBA. Anytime you see a WOBA over 400, it really means the pitcher's been struggling against that side of the plate. 9 of the 13 homers that he's given up this season have been to lefties. With Soto, we have one of the best lefties in the game. Really not much I need to say about him, but I do think that he has a breakout game today for the Padres today. Our model has him at 11. He's one of my home run calls of the day. So if you're looking for home run props, I do think Soto takes Heasley deep. Same for Schwarber. I think he takes Contreras deep today. So we're going to go with the over on the 8-hitter fantasy score for Juan Soto. So we do a recap of our core 4 today. We're going to go with the over on the 1.5 total bases for Kyle Schwarber. We're going to go with the over on the 6.5-hitter fantasy score for Jonathan India. We're going to go with the over on the 1.5 total bases for Bobby Witt Jr. And we're going to go with the over on the Juan Soto 8-hitter fantasy score. So that's our core 4 today. If you end up using them, make sure to hit like and subscribe. That way we know that you're following along with the picks. Also, if you have any questions about your own picks, just make sure to drop some notes in the comments. Always happy to answer any questions that you may have. That said, Sunday Funday, let's go 4-0 today.